Victor Kuck, K-U-C, Cooch. Sorry, Victor, I'm not sure of that. Maybe I miscopied a K. Anyway, Victor has a question that I was kind of interested in answering, and it says, with Milo Yiannopoulos drawing crowds at every university he's been visiting, could this be the start of the rebel alliance you described? I don't know if Milo even knows who I am. I suspect he probably does. But I have to tell you, that guy's the real deal. He's the real deal. He is fearless, and Milo is, in many ways, Milo reminds me of Andrew Breitbart more than anybody I've seen since Andrew Breitbart died 4 years ago. He's got that fighting spirit. He likes the fight. I don't like the face-to-face confrontation. I don't like sailing into a crowd of protesters, but Breitbart did, and Milo seems to really enjoy it. Some people really do enjoy it. I don't. That's why I'm never on Twitter. I can't stand it. I can't stand Twitter. To me, it's just one giant comment section where everybody's trolling everybody else. That's what Twitter looks like to me. And I want to apologize again to the person who made the comment about, we're done. Didn't mean to take it out on you. I certainly didn't mean to single you out. I wish I hadn't mentioned your name on the air. As far as I'm concerned, we're still friends. I just had to say that because I'm feeling bad about it. But Milo is a real deal. I'd like to interview him now that the dust is settled, get everything up and running. I'd really like to interview him, and I'd like to. I'd put him on. The All-Star team. He's just hilarious, and he's fearless, and needless to say, in the world of identity politics, where the entire purpose of the left through critical theory and political correctness is to make the enemy essentially the white Christian middle. For him to be that vocal a proponent of conservatism and to be so openly gay destroys their narrative on its face. It's like black conservatives, and that's why they have to be destroyed. But Milo doesn't seem like he gets destroyed very easily. Coots. Sorry, Victor. Victor Coots. Thank you very much. Wanted to get that right. He's terrific, and I just saw his name come up in a question for the first time ever. And and as Woody Fool says, he has a great hair day every day. So there's always that, because if I'm going to be outclassed by somebody, I want them to be outclassed by somebody who has better hair. I'd love to have him be a guest star on the Stratosphere Lounge. I don't even know where he lives, but he came out of nowhere. I mean, I'd never heard of him a year ago, or even maybe less than that. But he is fantastic, and I especially loved his articles on the one article, especially on two, I guess. Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye. The idea that they're not really scientists and that they're actually not very smart. It was a brilliant takedown, brilliant. And the way he handled the Twitter thing is brilliant. And I think he's calling his speaking engagements the Dangerous Faggot Tour. See, when somebody does that, you're so far ahead of the left. When Milo goes around and talks about doing the Dangerous Faggot Tour, he's doing two things. First of all, he's showing self-deprecating humor, which is a sign of intelligence and a sign of character and a sign of great emotional strength. And secondly, he is throwing it in the face of the politically correct legions that would never let anybody use that word. If I were to come out and say, Milo is, he's a nice guy, but he's a fag, obviously. I'd be crucified, probably rightfully so. It's a disrespectful thing to say about somebody I admire. But when he comes out and leads with it, it's so powerful, because he's kind of almost leading with his strength. He's almost saying that I don't even have to show up at the event. If we just call it, if I'm just booked and we're calling it the Dangerous Faggot Tour, he wins anyway. He's a conservative, and he's not afraid of the name, and he's blowing a hole in the political correctness. And I'd love to have a chance to talk with him. Love to have a chance to interview him and talk with him some more. And 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 the thing with Milo, there's a couple other people that I would like to have just ongoing conversations with who are more or less on the same team, but with differing viewpoints on things. And a lot of conservatives have a problem with gay marriage. A lot of conservatives have a problem with the gay agenda, and there is a gay agenda. I don't think there's much denying that. I've been around theater people all my life. It's never been something I'm particularly worried about. But there is in fact a gay agenda, and there is in fact a gay mafia in show business. I'd love to have conversations about all this stuff. Our side should be able to have these conversations. We're not limited to this single-minded groupthink that the left has, where if you step 1 inch off the plantation on abortion or Black Lives Matter or anything like that, then you're condemned to the cornfield. So I'm looking forward to getting a chance to talk to him, and I just think he's just fantastically effective communicator, and I love. I think I'm quicker on my feet in a debate than anybody I've ever seen. But Milo is quicker on the culture. The way he handled the Twitter thing was genius. The way he does those kind of things is just I just sit back and look at it. It's astonishing. It's absolutely astonishing. So anyway, he's a guy. I'd love to talk to him. I haven't met him, and I like to think that I can get an interview for him, and we'll put it up at BillWhittle.com and push that out there.